Hello, guys. I'll explain now what I have to tell you. Sorry about my haircut. I need to get a haircut. Te puedes sentar ahí, pero no hable. I'm just telling my child to sit down there, but he cannot speak. Okay? How's everybody? Well, like the video title says, I almost punched somebody in the street, and de-escalation don't work. 2 Saturdays ago, I went to a nightclub, a very popular one in South Beach. The name is Mangoes. You can Google it up and check it out. The problem with this nightclub is you get a lot of local people and you get a lot of tourist people who are not from USA because it's very centric. The price is not bad. You just pay like $20 to go in. The drinks are not that expensive. You get professional dancers performing in front of you. You get strippers performing in front of you. Hello, my brother from Calisthenics Workout Channel. And you get a lot of people from all over the world. So I go with my girlfriend. She's extremely beautiful. I'm not saying this because she's my girlfriend, but you just saw the picture. She's a very exotic blonde, and she's Cuban. She doesn't descend from Cuban family, but she was born and raised in Cuba. And we went with another Cuban lady who is her cousin. Please understand these. Cubans, ladies, not because they're from my country, are one of the hottest in Latin America. They are white. Usually they have green eyes and they have big butts. Just Google it up. And then you have the black Cuban women who are extremely beautiful as well. So, and we were also with her sister. Her sister is very skinny. It's like 120 pounds, short hair. That one is cute, but it's not like a super exotic model like my girlfriend and my cousin. So Cubans, I'm trying to tell you everything so you guys understand the context of what happened. We dance a lot. We dance a lot in, hold on, I cannot read that message. I'm sorry. It's extremely long. It's not showing. Hold on, guys. Oh my God, it's a blessing. You're a great person, but I don't please like that because. Oh no. It usually never happens here because everybody in USA, including me, has a gun. Police is extremely aggressive towards fighting, and it's pretty safe. Honestly, it's pretty safe here compared to where I was born and raised in Cuba, where every time you go to the nightclub, you knew you were going to have a face fight, or at least most of the time. So these ladies are really good dancers. Just look Cuban lady dancing and you're gonna see what I mean. So we were there and I was asking with my girlfriend and with the other lady, and everybody was assuming that I was with the two of them. Everybody was assuming that I was banging the two chicks. And many people actually came to ask me how I did it. So I just basically was telling them, they're with me, don't worry about it, they're with me, don't worry about it. But it was cool. Apparently, we were being targeted by Saudi guy. Guys, take into consideration 2014, I went to Saudi. Um, Hold on, I was playing now, Clark. Let me just, no clickbait at all. No clickbait at all. There is no clickbait here. Just listen to what I have to tell you, and then after that, you tell me if you think this is clickbait. Apparently, we were targeted by a Muslim guy, and I was in Jeddah in 2014, and I went to Riyadh in 2014 because I was working for Glover. Hold on one second, guys. There is an issue here with my son. Oye, Lucas, para allá, deja abuela, para allá. Sorry, my child almost made my grandmother trip. So, in Saudi, I've been there. I know how it works. They see a chick, they like it, they go and they pick her up. Even if she doesn't want to. At least I was in 2014. Even if she doesn't want to be picked up, they fucking pick her up. Those people, they pay Instagram models, they take it to the country, they fuck the ladies, sorry for the language. Um, no, de-escalation, I mean really de-escalation. I'm gonna go now straight to the subject. They pay the Instagram model, they have sex with them, and after 2 days of them having sex with them, they start peeing on them, they poop their faces, they poop, they bring friends to poop in the Instagram models. It's crazy. Again, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. I have photos there. I was there. I was a representative of an airline that was in charge of the region. And I even met some royalty then that were actually the owners of the airline. So I know how it works. So this guy comes, I'm like 5'9", and he was at least 5'5". I weigh right now 210 pounds. I'm extremely like bulky, like I have a lot of muscle. I trim a lot, my weight, because I was going to fight last weekend, and I was in fight shape. So this 5'5" guy, 130, 120 pound comes and tells me, I want to pick up that lady. Who is she with? The cousin. And I said, she's with me. You're not going to pick up anyone. Please go. And then he looks at my wife and says, then I want the blondie. Say, you're not picking up anybody, bro. Please go. And he looks at me, super aggressive, and said, I want to pick up one of your ladies. I want to take them. So this is where de-escalation comes. So there is a stupid guy saying that it doesn't work and that it was clickbait. I go to the guy and I tell the guy, listen, brother, both ladies are with me. You don't know them. You don't speak their language. You won't be able to communicate with them. They don't want to go out with you. We're waiting for an Uber. And I went as super polite as to show him the Uber that was coming. The Uber is just 3 minutes away from me. Please, just pick up, pack your things, and go. We want no issue. They are not interested in you. Música, I already did this in the Spanish channel. They are not interested in you. Just go. And he looks at me and he says, no, I'm just going to grab one of your ladies and I'm going to go with her. And he goes to grab my wife. So I put the hand on the chest and I push him politely, like 5 to 7 meters away from me. Meaning that I push the guy. So to this point, I tried to de-escalate. Okay? I gave reasons to the guy. Oh, one more reason I told him. There is a nightclub around the corner, Mangoes, full of chicks, where you can go and pick a single lady and you're going to have more chances of living with a companion than here. There is nothing for you here. So to this point, this was de-escalation. And I cannot stress out how many times I have seen this on the streets here in USA, in Mexico, in Cuba. Anytime I see a lot of self-defense instructors saying that de-escalation work. Anytime you try to de-escalate, the other guy is going to feel more powerful than you. He's going to think you have fear, and he's going to try to take advantage of you. I know in theory, de-escalation should work, but Sergio Perez, who has lived in Cuba in 2 different cities, who has lived in Mexico, who I've been all over USA, I have never seen de-escalation work. They don't give a shit about de-escalation. They give a shit about taking what is yours. And then I'm going to give you an example. We're fucking animals. We're full of hormones. You go and see a dog barking at you, and if you run, he bites you. If you look at the dog's eyes and try to calm him, he's going to feel more powerful, and he's going to try to bite you. The same dog, if you face up the dog, I'm talking just about one single dog. I'm not talking about a pack of dogs. That's something different. And you start yelling at the dog, throwing kicks, getting yourself bigger, the dog is going to get shy. He's going to get afraid. And I'm a hunter. You go to the woods, you see a bear, and you do the same shit with a bear, it's going to work too most of the time. Actually, the instructions is to make yourself bigger and yell, make noises, move the branches, and he goes afraid. But the moment you start getting shy, they pick on you. That behavior, I see it in humans as well. So, completing the story, I go to the guy. Exactly. I go to the guy and I tell him, listen, you have 3 seconds to go or I'm going to hit you really hard. And then this guy looks at me, feeling all cocky, and tells me, 1, 2, 3. And I look at my wife and tell her, take the phone and let's fucking record this. I'm going to beat him up. And he looks at me, oh, you're going to hit me? And I say, yes, I'm going to hit you. You are fucking disrespectful. You have no place here. I'm gonna beat you up. And then he looks at me, well, you said to the count of three. One, two, three. So I don't know why I took a side stance. I know that across the street, Ocean Drive, there was a police car and they were looking at us. They didn't do shit. I was expecting them to come to help, but I think they were waiting because I have trained a lot of police guys to the problem is until we started fist fighting so they could come and they fucking arrest two people. It looks better in the news going out and say, oh, there were two people fighting. We come, we arrested them, and we stop the issue. Because if they go before the issue start and they break apart, there is no news, there is no police report, there is nothing. So I tell this to people many times. There is a lot of good police, but most of the time, police is not there to protect you. You have to be your own and sole protector of yourself. You have to be responsible for your safety. Nobody give a shit. Okay? So I go into a side stance. I don't know why. I think what I was looking at the moment was I was trying to get behind the guys. I was going to do a side kick to the chest just to stop him. And was going to be really, really fast because I think I have extremely fast side kick. So the police won't see that. And then I would try to pursue him to go. So the moment I'm gonna move, my girlfriend was extremely drunk. She goes and grabs me. She didn't want me to get in trouble, but I always tell people when there is issues, don't grab your partner. Don't hold, and I have a video on this subject. Don't hold your friend. Don't restrain your people. If you want to restrain somebody, restrain the other person. Don't even do that because you don't know if they have a hidden weapon. Don't restrain nobody. Just go and fucking go and hide behind a chair, or go and fucking go and get two fucking stones, or get a fucking piece of wood. But don't hold nobody. So the guy, the moment he saw me with the hand side down, he charged. But I released I released the grab and I go against the guy. I was going to do a palm strike. At that moment, I was only thinking, now I have a reason to hit the guy. But he was like a meter and a half away from me. And then when I was moving to do a palm strike to the face, he goes like this. Oh no, I want no issues. I want no issues. So sorry, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. So this guy was feeling cocky. This guy was feeling protected. This guy was feeling strong. And then I told him again, dude, police is right there. They are waiting for us to fight so we can get arrested. And then I told him again, you are in America. Everybody here has a gun. I have a gun. Don't get in trouble. This is not your country. So sorry, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. He lifted the hand like he lowered the eyesight. He gave the hand to my girlfriend. I apologize. He turned his back. He left, and the Uber just arrived. So once again, I don't think the escalation worked for the most part. I think you have to try it because I don't think we should go in fighting people for no reason. I don't think that's productive. He didn't know. He didn't know if you have a gun. I don't know if the guy had a gun in him. I could be talking to you guys and I could have right now with me two knives, one brass knuckle, one gun, and you don't know that. So you have to try to de-escalate. Don't get me wrong. But most of the time it's not gonna work. So there is factors that you can check, but overall the escalation is not going to work. That's what I have seen. I teach de-escalation. I teach de-escalation tactics, but only to a certain level. Again, this is my experience. I seen, oh no, he doesn't care about that. I told him there is no need to fight. He just wanted to pick up a girl. He didn't care about anything else. Helen, can you come here 1 second? Can you come here 1 second? Yeah, really quick. You don't have to appear in camera. Come here, come here. I'm gonna unplug this really quick, guys. Um, I'm telling the guys that the escalation don't work. That we try. What do you think about that? Because you were there. The issue was actually because of you and the cousin. Based on what you saw, the escalation work or intimidation work better?
Intimidation.
Every time you try to de-escalate, what happened?
He got like,
Cocky.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. You cannot do that. I don't know how old are you, my friend, but you cannot do that. Don't ever uh, throw a kiss to a man. Don't ever do that. That's extremely. I don't know your nationality, but if you do that to me, I'm Cuban, and if you do that to a Cuban, they're gonna cut your face. Actually, right here. Don't say that a guy is gay. At least with Hispanic guys, don't say that a guy is gay if he's not. Don't throw a kiss to a guy, because in my country, the offense for that is they steal your face. That's what they call it, stealing your face. They do a nasty cut from the nose to the side of the eye to right here. That's gonna stay with you for the rest of your life just by throwing a kiss to a guy. Don't throw a kiss to a guy. Don't ever do that. I know that for you all it's fun and games and it's fun to say it here, but you don't know the person, especially now that the world is so different, that we have people from, example, Colombia, Mexico, Saudi, Afghanistan, India. You don't know the customs of the people that you're dealing with. Don't do that. Don't do that because, for instance, if you do that to a Cuban, he's gonna cut your face. He's gonna cut your face, like from here to here. Don't do that. No, no, I know. But for instance, we have to be responsible because this is a martial arts channel. You say that, and it sounded nice. For me, it sounded nice. Somebody's aggressive at me, then, hey, bro, relax, peace and love, and you throw a kiss, it sounds right. You don't know if a 10-year-old kid is watching that. He follow your advices. He does that, boom, he gets in trouble because of a bad advice. Again, it sounded nice. It makes sense, right? But those things, don't do it, especially now that we're living in a different world. Don't do it. Don't ever do that. So, any question, guys? Any questions that you want to ask me? Oh, another issue I want to talk is about the guy who was challenging me, David Bartolos, I think he was a guy. We sent him the street beef contact to fight. I told him I agreed to fight under 180 pounds. I wanted to fight multi rules, elbows included, knees, punches, and kick. He doesn't want to do that. Most of you guys are advising me to go what he's requesting, K1 rules, which I could. But again, I'm a Kung Fu guy, and even fighting MMA would be limiting for me. But why he doesn't want to do it with multi rules? Anyway, I think I would take his how can I say, his suggestion to do it, but he's not replying to our emails. And I, who's this, Dave? How are you, Dave? I add, um, I add a few of my friends to the to the conversation. I added Kai, who is part of a Street Beef, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do it. I added Jordan as well. We're trying to set up the fight, and he's not replying. So this is a problem. Hey Dave, if you are connected, I have a question, because you have trained me and you seem, more or less how I can move, even though I'm not in my best shape. Are you connected, Dave? I have a question. Well, this is the question anyway. How do you think that a guy that has never had a single fight on his life, full contact, is gonna fare or is gonna do against a guy who has already some fights? What is your opinion about it? Street dummies can fight. Street dummies can fight. That's the first answer. Well, I'm gonna stop the connection for now. Dave, see you at 2:30. Just want to tell what happened to these guys right here. I think, Dave, that the biggest advantage as fighters that we have are two main ones. One, we are used to pain in sparring, in the training sessions, and in the fights. And two, since we have to actually fight, we know how it feels adrenaline, we know how it feels before the fight, and we're used to handle adrenaline. People that has never been in a fight, they don't understand that. They don't understand what it feels like. Exactly. Every untrained fighter think they can fight. Well, guys, I'm gonna stop the connection. Competition teaches you how to use the adrenaline exactly. That's the best thing. And also, Dave, because they don't know. Because they don't know. One more thing I want you to explain. You could be all trained. You could have your cardio well in training, and once you get to the fight, that the nerves get you, that you start producing, I think it's cortisol, it gets you tired like nothing. And that's why you see guys who stand there, throw a couple of punches, and they could have trained well, and then they don't have the energy to keep fighting. That's because of the cortisol. And usually fighters know how to handle that. That's all I have to say. See you later, my friend. Let's help Josh and your team. Robin is going. You know, Easy cannot go because he has the hand was dislocated. See you there. Thank you guys for watching. This is my opinion on the subject. Thank you. Us.